Welcome to the chop up. Oh, you're listening to the chop up. Oh, yeah, bye. Y'all checking out the chop up. Oh, yeah, yes, this is the chop up. Oh, yeah. What's poppin', people?
What is guaning?
Yeah, so I'm really excited that we finally got that intro, son.
That's right.
Yeah.
Episode 27.
Episode 27, y'all.
Finally got the intro popping.
Yeah. What's going on, man? This is Mike Devine. You can follow me at...
He can't wait, you guys.
You can follow me at Mike Devine Music with a K. Also. You can find me on Instagram. You can follow me, baby. You know what I mean? It's LL Cool J. You know what I mean? You can follow me at Devine Soul 74 on Instagram, baby. What up, though?
Wait, what is that again? On where on Instagram?
Instagram, Devine Soul 74.
Where on Instagram?
At Devine Soul 74.
This nigga is finally on Instagram. And if you guys have been fucking following our show, you know that I constantly shit on this guy for not having an Instagram account.
Fuck!
And I always say, he's like, no, I'm like, no, you're not. I shit on him hard, like
hardcore, and make the brothers act fool.
And he has an Instagram account, and he's posting.
I'm posting, but check it out. I'll tell you why, man. Like, honestly, I see the benefits of that. I really do. And I'm going to tell the people out there in social media world, I completely understand why y'all have it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to utilize that tool to my advantage.
What's your Instagram again?
Devine Soul 74.
Devine Soul 74. You can follow me on Instagram at The Ignorance is Free with a Z. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at I'm Chris Green. I'm actually more active on Twitter.
You're very active on Twitter.
Yeah, I do a lot of tweeting. But I'm gonna get my Instagram presence up a lot more as well. I'm gonna start doing a live Instagram every single week before the show. The show again airs on MaximumFM.ca. Make sure you guys get that app.
Shout out to Mike Boogie.
And it's every Saturday between 9 and 10.
Now,
with that, this is episode 27, and I want to get into a topic that for some reason. This is pretty much just going, I don't know what it is in 2017, but it's man rape. Man rape seems to be the lick in 2017.
Sorry, you said man rape and lick in the same
I know.
sentence.
But it seems to be the lick in 2017. Case
Devine
in
Soul
point.
74, y'all. Instagram, motherfucker.
Case in point.
This week, actor Kevin Spacey revealed he identifies as a gay man. But the revelation came only after Star Trek Discovery actor Anthony Rapp accused him of assaulting him more than 3 decades ago when Rapp was just 14 years old. Spacey, now 58, responded on social media saying, "I have a lot of respect and admiration for Anthony Rapp as an actor. But if I did behave as he describes, I owe him the sincerest apology for what would have been deeply inappropriate drunken behavior."
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin, Mr.
Hold on.
Spacey.
Hold on. How about this? Now, Charlie Sheen, he's a pretty fucked up guy. We know this.
Yeah, from time.
But Charlie Sheen with the man rape? Is that a thing?
We've been talking to you about Corey Haim, and Corey Haim died at age 38 from pneumonia, but basically how Corey Haim at one point, an adult male convinced him it was perfectly normal for older men and younger boys in the business to have sexual relations, that it was what all guys do. He said Corey Haim, innocent and ambitious as he was, allowed himself to be sodomized. Now, who is that person, that alleged person? According to the National Enquirer, is Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen is man raping? Okay, Hold on. I remember Devine. When we were talking about Weinstein, we also talked about Terry Crews getting his balls groped. Yes. Did we talk about that, or was that? That may have been on an episode you weren't.
No,
there.
But I know I saw an interview when Terry Crews was discussing that actually on the show.
So check this shit out. Terry Crews is finally pressing charges.
And why did you decide to file the police report today?
Oh, because people have to be held accountable.
No, I understand that. Are you planning to file a lawsuit as well?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep. We're gonna go all the way.
For any disclosed amount?
Oh, no, I don't know. I got to talk to my attorneys about all that stuff.
Let me just ask, you referenced the situation before, but you never named names. Can you tell us who it is?
No, not right now.
Was it Adam Bennett?
By the way, it is Adam Bennett. who allegedly did that to him.
Okay.
Apparently, at that party, he was running around giving people wedgies, which would entail groping
Of course.
people.
Yeah.
So the reason I wanted to start off the show with man rape
Mm-hmm.
is because, well, okay, there's the Harvey Weinstein thing. We talked about that a lot. And, all these women are coming forward willingly. Like, the list is now over 50 women.
Right.
I don't feel like dudes would be so forthcoming if they got raped.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's just
but
all
coming,
of
you
the
said
wording when you said lick and coming in the same.
But I'm just saying, like, if you
Mm-hmm.
had your anal virginity taken from you,
Yeah.
I'm assuming you still have your anal virginity.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Divine Soul 74. People follow me on
So
Instagram.
what do you do in this situation? Like, how do you? You've been wronged. You've been violated.
Right.
Like, how? Like, what do you do? Like, do you take justice into your own hands? Like, what do you do?
Man, the justice system, is it really for these people? Like, does everybody get...
Okay, I don't want that. I'm asking
but what
you.
Would, I don't know what I would do. Because I don't really want to put that business in the street, first of all.
Yeah.
Because if I've been violated in a way where...
Anally.
It's almost embarrassing. It's
Anally.
embarrassment. Yeah.
Anally.
That's
You've been
embarrassment.
violated anally.
Right. That would be embarrassment to my character. So, as well as the other person, which I don't give a fuck about. But for me, I'm not going to hurt my pride and myself. Because I'm airing out my dirty laundry.
So what happens? You're just butt hurt for the rest of your life, literally. Literally.
Well,
I mean, if
it happened when I was like a young kid.
I'm talking about Mike Devine today.
Today?
Mike Devine, who is on this podcast with me every week,
If it happened,
who is now on Instagram.
Yep. I would. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to say anything.
So you'd keep that shit in.
I would have. Well, I wouldn't keep it. You have to stop that. No, I don't know, man. I feel like that would hurt my whole brand and everything. I don't know. I wouldn't have it in me.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
All right. Well, okay. If you can't respond, I will tell you.
Because I don't know. It's a really touchy subject.
Well, the reality is if that ever happened to me, what I would do is I will pull a Ray J. And Ray J be like, and I know some niggas that like niggas, they gonna rape that nigga booty hole.
Yeah.
And revenge is the point that I'm trying to make here. I would take it to that level. But I mean, like, but when you say what you just said, okay, where you would be afraid to come forward and press.
Sorry. Yeah.
Fuck off. Grow up.
Motherfucker, stop it.
No. You'd be afraid to come forward because you're afraid it would hurt your brand.
Yeah.
We talk about these women who, for instance, the Weinstein case, they took forever to come. Remember the girl who had a pussy eating, rape and shit? Yeah. Oh, why didn't she come? So we talk about that, but maybe they didn't come forward because they also don't want to, damage their brand. For instance, difficult to work with.
Not even just that. You have to understand a lot of the people that might have had this happen to them, because all of the cases might not be true, tarnishing their family's name for embarrassment.
Whoa. Embarrassment on who? What,
a lot
victim?
of, a lot of, no. Like, a lot of those parents are saying, oh, that might have happened to you, but you can't speak of this because we don't want our name publicized and we don't want people talking about our family name. So you need to and not talk about this.
So you're talking about the victim is being pressured by people around them to keep, which
Absolutely.
is possible.
And that happens a lot in certain families. It's like, okay, I know this person in the family touched you or inappropriately, or I know Uncle John might have, rubbed up against your breast, but I need you to keep that quiet because we don't want the family thinking or talking about
is that right?
It's not right. It's not right, but there's a lot of people who need their doors closed at all times.
Yeah, okay, but that's just going back to what you're saying. You just said that you would keep it in you.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
About the butt rape.
Yes.
Because you don't want to tarnish your brand.
Exactly.
So, but what's weird about that is, and not to put this on you, but if somebody that's close to you, a female, was sexually assaulted or raped, fuck it, butt raped.
Yeah.
Women can get butt raped.
Of course they can.
Would you not feel like they would also need to come forward? and say something?
Yeah.
So then what's the double standard there?
I think it's just more of that's my personal thing. Somebody else.
Okay, so then,
I'm protecting somebody else.
Okay, so then
and worried about somebody
so
else.
then
But
what
for
if
me, it's like fuck. It happened to me. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's not something that I really want to publicize and put out there for the people to know.
Wait, how are you protecting the other person by encouraging them to go and
Because
be vocal?
It might be better for them to air it out.
But how would you know?
Because they might be the sensitivity of a woman. Maybe I don't know. It's something that maybe they should be getting out in the open.
So, do you think that society is more open to women being raped versus men being raped?
Absolutely.
Do you think that's okay?
Not at all. But I think it's just men having this macho and hardcore personality and admitting to rape and
admitting to being raped.
Admitting to being raped and admitting to being a victim of sexual assault.
Yeah.
Isn't deemed as being a man.
Right.
But if a woman comes forward, it just seems more sincere and understandable that she would go through
Why?
something
Because
like
she's
that.
weaker, she's meek.
Well, women to me aren't weaker. I'm saying
Go ahead.
In history and in the public eye, a woman being preyed on as a victim is seen a lot more.
We've
because
seen
a
that.
lot more men don't come out and say, "Hey, guess what? I'm calling rape."
So,
whereas women from the history of man, like you can see the cases.
yeah.
There's been more rape. Like Tyson went through it, Tupac went through it. A lot of people.
There's
have
more
gone through
documented.
it. There's more
rape.
documented cases of women being raped than men. But I guarantee you, a lot more men have been raped than we would even think of.
Devine may have been raped because he wouldn't report it. So let me.
But what I'm saying,
yeah,
I'm
go
not
ahead.
saying it's an even playing field. I'm not saying it's an equal amount of men to women.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you it's probably like an 80-20 split or even a 60-40 split.
I would say more 60-40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
so
what I mean?
so if you're a rapist,
Yeah.
right? If you have this urge to rape,
Right.
and you're into butts, you just butthole, whether it's a male's butt or a woman's
You
butt.
have no.
It's just a butt. You're into butt.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it make more sense to rape a man then? Because chances are they're not going to report you. Like, wouldn't that make more sense?
Well, now, no. Then, yes. Wishful thinking. Do you know, especially with what's going on now, people are coming out now. They're speaking. Once somebody stirs the pot, everybody starts talking. Everybody starts opening their mouths. If this was 20 years, if this was 20 years ago, and there was no social media at all, and everybody kind of backpedaled all of the information to something they might write in a journal.
Yeah.
Nobody's writing in journals anymore. Nobody's tucking it under the bed. Everybody has access.
Right.
So once you have access to TMZ, you have access to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all of these other forms of social media, it's easier for you to get your news out there to people and publicize it.
So let me ask you this question. Terry Crews,
Carrie Trues.
the big black guy,
Yeah.
he comes out, says he got sexually assaulted. Big dude.
Huge.
And we just said, you just said you wouldn't come out because of your brand, and really like how you explained it, which I agree with, by the way. I think dudes don't report it because of the whole, machismo, lesser than being emasculated. I agree with that. That's why they don't report it. Now, back to Terry Crews. Do you think if he would have actually got anally violated, bam, do you think that he would have put it out there? Now, mind you, before you answer, I'm talking about, you got to keep in mind, like when Terry Crews decided to bring this up with the timing of the Harvey Weinstein, the Kevin Spacey, that's his name, right?
Kevin Spacey.
So and this is all the talks right now in Hollywood. So it's excellent timing for anybody who's been assaulted. Jump on that
now
train.
we have the Steven Seagal shit going
Steven Seagal.
on.
But before you go there, but the point that I'm trying to make is, so with the timing being perfect, do you think big Terry Crews, rough nigga Terry Crews, would have, if he got anally, butt trained, do you think that he would have come out and said that somebody violated my chocolate factory?
Shit, that's tough, man.
Do you think he would have done it?
Probably not. Like,
That's fucked up to me. That's not okay. That means that
Now-
person who raped them, he could be going out raping the next dude.
Of course, but when did this happen? Did they say when this actually happened?
Yeah, a couple years ago. I think it may have been in like 2013, something like that.
But he was a big motherfucker even back then, right?
He's always
And you're telling me
he used to play football.
Yeah, but you're telling me that somebody violated him even when he was a big dude like that? See, that to me is just really weird. Off the wall. Because he was a big dude. Like, you're telling me you like that's happening, you couldn't just do a 1-2 click.
Well,
and
remember,
just-
what happened was, and he was at the party, whatever, and he wanted to stomp the guy out, but he thought about how it would read in the papers. 260-pound black guy stomps out 120-pound white guy.
Right.
How's that going to go over?
Doesn't go over
But
very
but this is
well.
what I'm saying about the timing
parables
being,
and-
but the
yeah.
timing being perfect.
Yeah.
That's why it makes sense for him to bring it out now. Right?
Yeah.
So
Wow.
are you a fan of Spacey?
You know what? Yes, I am. I am. And I mean, hearing what's going on in the news is not going to make me turn off a Kevin Spacey movie. Like, he just released, like I was saying today earlier, he released that movie. It wasn't his movie, but that movie Baby Driver with a huge cast of people in it. You know, Jamie Foxx was in there. So, and you understand, Kevin Spacey is a legend. Kevin Spacey's done some bangers of movies.
American Beauty, man.
American Beauty. Seven.
Play
with
It
Brad
Forward.
Pitt and Morgan Freeman.
Play it forward,
Play it
or
forward.
paid for, whatever.
Pay it forward.
Yeah.
He was in that movie 21 where he's teaching them how to read cards.
Yeah,
at
he's
the
a
casino.
fucking incredible talent.
And I can't take anything away from the fact that Kevin Spacey is an amazing talent. But what we fail to remember is that celebrities are humans. Not you in like, I'm not saying you are saying that.
Yeah.
But the mass public, we look at people on TV and movies as robots almost. Like, they're programmed to act, to sing, to perform, and they go into a box like a Barbie doll and come out when they're needed. But what we don't realize is that we're all born. They were born from a woman.
I get it.
They come out with emotions and feelings and hormones and problems just like us.
Yeah.
And they might tilt her to the left or right depending on what
Yeah, but when they
upbringing
fuck,
is.
so what are you saying?
And then when they fuck up, right?
Okay, so then what should happen when they fuck
But what
up?
I'm saying is they should suffer the same repercussions as any normal person should.
That's fine.
But I'm not gonna stop saying Kevin Spacey's an amazing actor.
Okay,
because
that's
he
okay.
fucked
Okay,
up.
but that's fine, and I get it. You fuck up, you suffer the consequences of the law.
Of course.
you get arrested, whatever happens.
Right.
But do you get yanked from a movie? They're yanking them from a movie.
Of course they have to yank him from a movie, and I don't agree with it. But yes,
Whoa,
they
whoa,
have
whoa,
to.
why?
No.
What do you mean? Of course they do, but you don't.
What
agree.
I'm saying is, it's a double-edged sword. Yes, I agree with it, but I don't agree with it because there are people out there who might be Kevin Spacey fans, right? But there are people out there who have sons and daughters who say, "Oh my God, Kevin Spacey's now done this. Fuck that guy."
Yeah.
Right? Even though we liked him before, we would never, ever support a movie that he's in.
Yeah.
Just like what they did with Bill Cosby. Everybody loves the Cosby Show.
They yank
Who
that-
doesn't
you
love?
can't
And they
even watch
yank
that
it,
shit on-
bro.
on
It was
TV.
on CMT where
Yeah.
Family Ties and all that shit was.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't turn on that channel anymore and watch Cosby
Yeah,
Show.
it's done.
I punch it in my Droid box. I can't even punch in Cosby Show anymore.
Get the fuck out of here!
I'm
Off
serious.
The droid box, you
It
can't even
doesn't
get it?
even pop up, bro.
Online.
Online. It doesn't even pop up. If anybody on this listening to this podcast can prove me wrong, show me where you can pull up Bill Cosby Show on
That is
your
so
droid box.
fucked up.
So that's what I'm saying. We don't make these decisions, bro.
Wow.
I don't make these decisions. I'll still watch the Cosby Show regardless of the allegations because I was raised on this shit. So you're telling
Allegations?
me. So hold on. You're telling me, not you, but people are saying, okay, this is a situation. I've watched the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air since the beginning.
Yeah.
How many seasons was there of the Fresh Prince?
I think like seven,
6
or
so.
seven,
Right.
something like that. Yeah.
So he goes through all of this, makes all those shows, makes motherfuckers laugh. Then he does movies. Bad Boy 1, 2.
Incredible
The crappy
movies.
one, Wild West. Enemy of the State. All of this shit.
Love how you point that out.
I'm just saying, that was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. The Pursuit of Happiness.
Classic.
All of that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Will Smith accused of raping young boys. Bam, bam, bam. And then a new movie with Will Smith is supposed to come out. And they pull that nigga from it and put in like Mike Epps. Are you telling me that's not a good choice? Of course it is. Not a good choice for Will, but a good choice for that producer or director.
Of course.
Because they're going to lose millions of dollars.
Because they're tied to a pedophile.
Exactly. And it's not a right or wrong thing. It's a business decision.
It just has to be done.
It has to be done. And I don't support it because I think it's fucked up.
Yeah.
But that's just the way the world works. Because imagine if Kevin Spacey went through and they put him in the movie still.
That would be kind of fucked up.
It would be fucked up.
I think it's because then you'd be sending a message to be like, you know what?
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. And
Yeah.
that's why I get it. I don't support it, but I get it. Because Kevin Spacey is brilliant. But you
Sucks,
fucked
man.
up your brilliance
House
for
of
your
Cards,
past and what you've done.
House of Cards is
House
gone.
of Cards is pulled.
All that shit, man. Fucked up.
You reap what you sow. If it's true or not, I'm just saying, man.
Well, like his response on his social media was pretty much, I'm guilty. If it happened, I apologize. I was drunk.
He didn't say no, it didn't happen.
He said he was drunk.
Right. It was in a drunken state.
That's the classic excuse.
That was the quote. I was in a drunken state, and I don't really remember.
So butt sex is the thing for 2017. I want to get into a little bit of hip hop though. Can we talk about Meek Mill a little bit? So
Is he still? He's still alive?
well, Meek what?
Meek
Dude.
Moo? Meek Moo?
No, Meek Mill.
Meek Mao?
Meek Mill was sentenced to 2 to 4 years.
For dirt bike.
Yeah. Well, he's violated his probation a ton of times. So he's in prison right now doing a minimum of 2 years. So his lawyer was on Angie Martinez's show. I got a clip of that. I want to play that for a second. But more importantly, I don't really want to talk about Meek. I want to talk about it's a conversation that we need to have, and but I want to play the clip first. All right,
Clip it.
Check this shit out.
Clip it.
Yeah, it's not just that. I mean, look, being from the same area doesn't make it a personal vendetta. What makes it a personal vendetta is doing things that are inappropriate, like, asking Meek to leave Rock Nation, which is the premier, Jay's company, is one of the premier management companies
What
in
is
the
the
world.
What is the thinking with that? Why would she do that?
Well, because she asked him to go to another local manager in Philly who she happens to have a relationship with. When a judge asked Meek, or anybody, but in this instance it was Meek and Nicki Minaj in chambers, in the back, the judge's chambers, court, asked Meek to re-record the Philadelphia group Boyz II Men, their legendary song "On My Bending Knees," and asked Meek to re-record it with a shout-out to the judge, where he would acknowledge her by name in the song. And, Meek and Nicki started laughing. They thought it was a joke and she was being funny. And she looked at Meek and said, "I'm not kidding."
Wow.
And Meek said, "Well, I can't do that. That's not my music, number one. I don't do that, but I'm not going to shout out some songs." And, her response was, "Suit yourself." So, this is not me posturing as a lawyer. I'm going to give you a cold, hard fact that's going to make it very clear what happened yesterday was beyond the pale and a real travesty of justice. The prosecuting attorney, the district attorney, and the probation officer both recommended yesterday that Meek get no jail time for these technical violations. They were technical violations. When the hearing began and Meek walked in, there were 5 sheriff's deputies in the courtroom, and the back door to where the holding cell, the prison, leads to was open. That's before the hearing started. So
there was a decision made before.
The writing was on the wall. Yeah.
Kind of fucked up, right? Like, how does
the door was open already?
So this is a judge who has been, kind of handling Meek's situation for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Or it's supposed to be the full 10 years, right? But anyways, so she said, "Yo, look." Well, allegedly she said, "Look, I want you to do this song. I want you to shout me out. I want you to leave Rock Nation and go with this management company who she apparently allegedly has a relationship with."
Okay.
So a bunch of other bullshit. You just heard the lawyer said, but the point is, and this is the real conversation I want to have. There's a petition going on right now that already has over 80,000 signatures.
Really?
To try to get Meek out of jail earlier.
Okay.
Now, mind you, Meek Mill is on probation. While on probation, he submitted a fake urine test. Okay, you can't do that.
No.
While on probation,
he
got into like a scrap at the airport.
Can't do that.
Can't do that. Then the dirt bike shit.
Can't do
He's
that.
violated his probation. Now, I agree that this judge is completely completely taking it personal. Like when the fucking like the prosecutor, the people who want to fuck Meek over,
Right.
they're saying no jail time.
Yeah.
They're saying we are not asking for this.
Mm-hmm.
The judge is saying, well, fuck what you guys are saying. I'm giving them 2 years anyways. That doesn't happen ever.
No.
Like imagine going to court and your attorney's defending you and whatever, somebody's suing you or whatever, right? And you know, maybe they're suing you for like $100. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the judge is like, yeah, you know what? We're not gonna do the 100. We're just gonna send him to jail for 5 years, and he's gonna have to pay $1,000. What the fuck?
What kind of decision is that?
Right, but here's the thing. So Jay-Z's been very public about this. Kevin Hart, a lot of celebrities are speaking up on this. A lot of people, and just like random niggas, they're just like, yo, you know, free Meek Mill. This is not fair. The justice system, fuck the system. It's rigged. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And they want to get him out. But here's my thing. I have friends. Okay, I have friends that have been in the legal system.
Yeah.
They would have never gotten any type of breaks like this. Meek Mill, his initial charge was a gun and drug charge.
Right.
I know niggas that have the exact same charge. They would have been locked up day one. So the point that I'm trying to make is Meek has celebrity, and a lot of celebrities get to take advantage of that celebrity status when they get caught up in the legal system.
Right.
And, you know, there's celebrities that have killed people and paid like fucking fines.
And this went,
yeah. So the point that I'm trying to make is Meek completely abused his situation.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Completely abused his situation. You watch Everyday Struggle, right?
Yeah.
Did you see Joe Budden talk about this?
No, I haven't seen Joe Budden talk.
He gave the best example. So T.I., you know, T.I. got fucking locked for having a
fleet of guns,
like an arsenal.
Yeah.
If you see T.I. today, he's got the button ups. He's got the, he looks like
Super
fucking
clean.
Bill Cosby.
Super clean
right?
now.
So he used him, and I thought he was a great example. And the reason why he did is because it's like, look, when you get lynched for something and you come out, they're fucking watching you, bro.
Every minute from the moment you step out, though.
They're watching you. So if you know you have a judge like this that's super crooked and just wants, like, they've been trying to get her off this case forever. She's like, I'm not going anywhere. I want to see. I don't like this guy. And if you know that that's the judge that holds your future in your fucking hand, why are you fucking up?
You're just rocking the boat every
Why
day.
Why are you doing drugs knowing you got to take a piss test?
Right.
Why are you getting fights at airports? So back to T.I., he comes out, he's on probation.
Yeah.
T.I. says, you know, fuck that shit. I'm Bill Cosby. You look at T.I. today, you wouldn't even know he had gun charges.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like,
he's like a completely different person, man.
so like, okay, like obviously you're like, it sounds like you weren't fully aware of what's going on with Meek, but now that you're a little abreast of the situation.
The only thing I really heard about the Meek situation was him getting arrested for riding a dirt bike.
Yeah.
And somebody saying, well, hold on a second. This dude's possibly doing jail time for a dirt bike, but there's people out there killing motherfuckers.
Which is
You know what I'm
a
saying?
good
Like,
argument. It's a fair argument.
It is. But I mean, that's the justice system. You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. If you know the cards are stacked against you, you got to play like that.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, and I get it, like it's not fair, because it's not.
Yeah.
Like that sentence is ridiculous.
Right.
Because like, he violated his probation, but those cases were thrown out.
True.
That's why
true.
the lawyer was saying like it's a technicality because those cases were thrown out.
Right.
But the simple fact of the matter is like, you know you're being watched. You know this. You know the judge doesn't like you. You know this.
Yeah.
So why fuck up?
Some people just can't play straight, man. They can't play it safe.
So okay,
Especially like, I don't know, man. Maybe Meek is just a fucking knucklehead, man. He doesn't know any better.
well, let me ask you this question. For the average random Meek Mill fans out there, so just your random niggas, or just not even niggas, just your random Meek Mill fan,
yeah.
who are free Meek, and they're 100% pro Meek in this situation. Do you think Meek did, like, if you were Meek Mill, how, like, do you think he could have handled the situation better?
Of course. Especially if he has a good lady in his corner, too. If she was helping him out, you got to have somebody in your corner to keep you straight and say, listen, you're out right now.
Yeah.
Chill. come home, I'll cook you some dinner, rub your feet, and chill. There's Netflix, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah, like-
why are you out there rocking the boat? If I know I have the chance of going to jail, and if I'm on probation, and I know that if I rock the boat and teeter-totter and I might be locked up, I'm sitting my ass at home.
This is what I'm saying.
I'm going to like a burger house, getting a burger and coming home.
This
and I'm
is what
sitting
I'm.
down.
I'm not even.
Like that's just me.
And I'm not even saying
know?
don't go out there, don't get
No,
money.
go out and
but
do what
like
you got- but-
be smart.
Yeah, like use your brain. You first of all, if you know your Meek Mill, and you have access to studio producers and people you can bang on joints with, just fucking go in studio and make music.
Make your music.
Do something. Make a mixtape or something.
This is what I'm saying.
But you're
and
gonna
like,
go do that stupid
and
shit?
what
Like, that's
really
ridiculous.
irked me was when I seen the petition.
Yeah.
When I seen the petition, because I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
There's people in jail right now that legit didn't do shit.
Right.
There are people that are dead that
Yep.
the cops killed
Yep.
that didn't do shit. Whether the sentence was heavy or not, because it wasn't right. Meek provoked this.
Right.
He provoked it.
Yep.
Yes, he was 18. He was dumb. He fucked up the gun drug charge. Cool. We all make mistakes.
Of course.
But now you're on probation. Now you're in a situation where you can take care of your family. You can better your situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're signed.
Yeah.
You're making millions of dollars.
Right.
All you got to do is just be cool. He
It
did
should
it.
be. It should be that simple.
He did it. He provoked this.
Yeah.
And there's a fucking petition.
Even though he provoked the situation.
And there's people that are like, it's crazy to me, man. And like, that's why when I see it on Twitter, I lost my fucking mind.
Yep.
And like 80,000 signatures
That's a lot of signatures.
to get me. It was just in like fucking 2 days to get
Wow.
Meek Mill out of jail early. Mind you, niggas don't vote. Niggas don't vote.
But they're gonna sign a petition. to
If
get
you
Meek
ask
Mill out.
people like, first of all, I'm not saying that this is something, whatever, you should promote or anything like that, but you should always remember, I bet you if you ask people the last 3 unarmed or legally carrying black people that were murdered by the police, they probably wouldn't know.
No, they wouldn't know.
But Meek Mill's in jail, yo. You gotta get him out, dog.
Philly's a big place, though, man.
It's the craziest shit
It
to
is
me, man.
crazy.
It
is crazy. It is crazy.
I don't know. I seen it. I thought I was very disappointing. Again, like anybody listening to this, I don't wish jail on anyone.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean? But at the
at
same time, like you got to, you know what I'm saying? Take responsibility for your actions.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Butt sex.
That's no sex but butt sex, baby. So yo, like on a hip hop groove, man, what the fuck is going on in hip hop, man? Like what's
we can
going
talk
on?
more about this. We talk about this every week.
No, we don't really though.
We
don't
do.
really though, because honestly, I've fallen off the map, and I'm revisiting a lot of music right now. So my boy hits me up, and I started revisiting albums that I actually never really paid attention to.
Like who?
Because the 90s were huge, right?
Yeah, of
we
course.
all know the 90s started from like 90, ended in 99, and went through some shit, okay?
Yeah.
So I revisited an album that I never actually listened to, and I heard one song, and it was called The Blackout by Meth and Red.
Oh yeah, of
Okay?
course.
So I never really listened to this album before in my entire life.
Yeah.
I've listened to one song. Like I said, I was spoiled.
Well, off that album,
Yeah, I've only heard one single off
what
that
like
whole
the
album.
Rottweiler or whatever?
I don't
Is
even
it probably
remember
that
the song.
one single everybody fucked with? But go ahead.
It was one song. I don't even
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
what it was. I didn't even know there was a Blackout Part 2
there's
until
a part
like
2.
yesterday. So that AO track produced by like Socrates and shit. So I didn't even know that existed. And my boy hit me up. He's like, yo, I've been bumping this album like 3 times in a row, like
Yeah.
the Blackout. And I listened to it. I was like, whoa, like, holy shit. Like, this is actually a pretty dope album. And what I'm tying into a question here for you is because you're a hip hop fan, obviously.
I do like hip hop.
I hope so.
I dabble.
I dabble. So for me, I have a favorite duo in hip hop. Like everybody does.
Yeah.
And when I say duo, I don't necessarily mean it has to be like 2 MCs.
Mm-hmm.
This could be a rapper and a DJ. This could be a rap artist and a hype man. But it's funny, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it's really ironic as to what we were talking about today, because we were talking about Busta Rhymes. Because
right.
you know, before we did all this show shit and all of this today, you know, we were chilling and we were talking about Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
So I went home, I put on the internet radio on the speaker, and every artist that we talked about came on back to back. It was fucked up. Busta Rhymes came on that Give Me Some More track. Shit. Somebody else, I can't remember, but yo, it was like back to back to back.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this is really ironic that all this shit's coming on. Then a question came to me, and I'm like, you know what? I never asked this guy. Like, you know, we have a little bit of an age difference, but what to you hip hop wise stands out to you? Like, if you were to go back in time and somebody was like, okay, who would you want to meet? Who's your favorite duo? Who's your favorite collaboration in hip hop? Like, just in general. Like, somebody that you'd be like, fuck, man, I'd love to do a track with these dudes, or I'd love to see them come back around.
Collaboration-wise, I would have to, I mean, this is going to maybe go without saying. There's a few. I can't have one. But Ray and Ghost is obvious.
All right. All right.
Nas and AZ, again, is another obvious choice, I think. And people that click well, oh, of course. Jadakiss and Styles.
Okay. Well, I know you're a big Locks fan.
Absolutely.
But with that being said, we bring up that whole situation with Diddy. And Diddy, and the reason why, like, I had a feeling you were going to bring up those fucking guys, which I love, Styles and P.
Oh, wait a second. Who are yours?
Me?
Even answer.
Well, fuck, man. If I could ever go back in time, if I could reverse the hands of time, what is that song called? I can't remember. Anyways, if I could turn back time. They can't see my tongue doing the share thing. If I could turn back time. But yo, like, honestly, man, like,
scary looking.
Oh my God. Like, just a big woman. She's taller than shit.
She's intimidating.
Yeah, she would imagine. Like,
no, I don't want to.
It was Sonny and Cher, and then all of a sudden, Sonny's gone. Like, Cher's
don't.
like, you need to leave my house. But yo, like, honestly, rest in peace to the dead. If I could seriously do a track with somebody, if I could reverse, Fife and Q-Tip, bro.
I knew you were gonna take.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'd probably love to rock the stage with De La. You know what I mean? If I could flip it back, Eric B and Rakim, dude. You know what I mean? Like, you think of how powerful Rakim's voice was back in the day. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, just talking to people. I was listening to a lot of Special Ed lately too. Special
Ed's
Ed,
dope.
Some Chubb Rock I was listening to. My old school hip hop playlist is out of control. I feel like sharing it with motherfuckers just so they know
they can appreciate.
You know, like, just
shit.
so they can appreciate. You know, the shit that's out there, because I feel like right now we're going through a transition in music, not just hip hop, but in music in general. Yeah. Like, if anybody's out there that ever tunes into the actual radio stations that are out there, like Virgin and I don't know, 92.5.
Whatever the fuck.
93.5 is now rebranding.
Yeah,
and they're going back. They're going back and repedaling back to, like, contemporary hip hop and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So I feel as though music is taking a flip, because, you know, when we went to that whole, you know, that jiggy shit in music, everybody was talking about jiggy. Like,
jiggy with it.
Yeah, Will Smith came up with the jiggy, but even Styles and all those guys used the
think
I'm jiggy.
Yeah.
What? Okay, I'm gonna go back to the whole Diddy thing in a second. But what the fuck does jiggy even mean? Because I never used that word in hip hop slang.
I would have
what
to
does
say
jiggy mean if you think I'm jiggy?
I would have to say jiggy means you know, just fly, basically.
Yeah, like, if you think
I'm that
fly.
jiggy, yo, I'm jiggy, nigga. I'm jiggy. You know, I got like a nice, like,
Versace sweater on,
or whatever the fuck the ski glasses they was wearing.
Oh,
back
remember
in
the goggles and
the
shit?
goggles
Yeah,
and
the
shit.
ski goggles.
Whatever, you know what I mean? Like, jiggy, I would have to assume means fly. Yeah. Mind you, I've never used the word jiggy.
You just did. How many times?
No, I've never used it outside of this.
I've
never used the word jiggy in my vocabulary.
Okay.
Not even once, unless I was singing that fucking song.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, nah.
Anyways, so you must have heard, and the reason why I was talking about hip hop and just hip hop and how you know, people that I've loved to work with and people that have come and gone, and, you know, we've lost a few, blah blah blah, yada yada yada, big L's and all that shit. People have changed their names, they popped in and out. You know, LL called himself Mr. Smith and Uncle L and all this. Diddy went on this rant because he was probably drunk. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah,
but he wanted to call himself Mr. Brother Love or just Love.
Yeah.
Supposedly that was a huge joke.
He said it was joke.
He said it was joke. It sounded fucking serious.
I thought he was very serious
because it didn't sound like he was under the influence at all. Because when
all.
I heard this, I'm like, y'all can just call me Brother Love. I'm like, is this nigga serious?
I thought that he had a Snoop Lion moment.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm like, yo, this dude's really tripping out right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, more power to him. He said it was a joke.
Not more power to him. That was the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Brother
and
Love.
I guarantee he was serious, but somebody who he really respects their opinion was like, you're not doing that.
Please.
That is not for you.
It's whack.
Brother Love?
I hope
call me Love or I'm not. You call me any other monikers, I'm not responding. Will you respond to a slap? Bro, are you fucking kidding me? Did he?
Whack.
That was
whack.
the dumbest thing I've ever fucking seen in my life, man.
And back to music too. My boy Tyrese, man. And the reason why I bring up Tyrese is because I made an R&B playlist. Remember we were talking about R&B playlist? I love me some Tyrese, man. That dude can sing his ass off.
Yeah, of course.
But did you hear about Will Smith and Jada giving that nigga $5 million?
$5 million.
$5 mil. 5. Not 2, not 1, not 50.
Now, I heard it wasn't real, though.
What do you mean it wasn't real?
I heard it never happened.
Okay, because it's all over.
I know.
Dude is crying.
I'm not saying
he's
it's not
tears.
true.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's not true. I'm saying I heard a story that it was inaccurate.
Right.
Then I heard another story.
Yeah.
Where the Smiths were saying, "Yo, we're gonna do this for you, but please don't fucking tell anyone." And of course, Tyrese can't.
Tyrese is like
he can't help
all
himself.
over it.
He can't
All
help
over
himself.
Yeah. Like seriously though, what is going on with Tyrese though? It seems to me that he's just having a nervous breakdown. I understand his kid's involved.
That's what it is.
And I hope it gets resolved.
That's really
but
what it is.
It just seems as though it's a bigger picture. Like I've never seen this.
Nah,
dude
man.
so
There's no. I think it's just really all it is. Divine, you are lucky enough to not be in this situation and to more than likely never have to be in this situation because Tammy's awesome.
Yeah.
But that type of legal case, that whole proceeding, that child support when you're fighting for custody and all that shit, that can be very, very financially draining.
Of course.
He's just losing all his money. There's no other way to put it.
Keeps going down and down.
And you have to remember, according to Tyrese and according to what you were saying, and I agree with you, I don't see Tyrese, but then again, you never know. We didn't know Kevin Spacey was fucking kids.
Like I said, they're celebrities, but they're also people.
Exactly.
Right.
But I would have to, okay, I don't even want to speak on it because I don't have the facts. But the simple fact is, if Tyrese didn't do what they're saying he did, and then on top of that, he's spending all this money to try to get his kid back because of this allegation that he abused his. So he's losing all his money trying to get his kid back all because of a fucking lie. That would be enough to just break anyone.
Of course.
That would be enough to break anyone, my friend.
Heartbreaking, man.
But I mean, you know what?
Heart-wrenching.
Like, if that Will Smith shit is true, where they gave him $5 million just like that, that's dope.
That is dope.
But I mean, why you gotta tell everybody though?
Yeah, I know. You gotta keep that in your back pocket.
Like, why you gotta tell everybody?
You gotta keep.
Like,
that
I'm not a fan of niggas. I don't like people like that around me. You understand what I'm saying?
No,
like, I can't do you. I mean, I guess it's kind of cool, but not really, because you don't want to be the guy that's like, oh, yo, you can go to Chris, man. Chris got you.
Yeah,
he did.
If you were to do me a solid, I'm not gonna be like, yo, check it out. Like, holla at this guy.
Yeah, I don't put my business out there.
No. It's like, yo, you're supposed to keep that shit on the down low, man.
Now, let me ask you a question. If you're Tyrese, and we just talked about his situation, let's just say that's just what it is. He never hit the kid.
Yeah.
And his money's just pretty much being drained because he's fighting this custody battle. Do you go online and do you cry and bawl the way he was crying to the world? Do you do that?
No, but you never know. He might be just screaming out for attention. Me personally, I'm just keeping my mouth shut. I've been through a situation not like that, but I've been through a fucked up situation involving a child many moons ago.
But it wasn't like
20 years ago.
Yeah, but
that was emotionally draining.
But not financially.
Yeah, financially.
Oh, well, okay.
But what I'm saying is I didn't have access to all the social media. But if it was to happen now, if the flip was now, I still wouldn't have gone to the social media.
Yeah, I think
because it's kind of weird for me to be saying this because I'm on the fucking radio, but I'm a very private person. I'm a very private person. I like to keep my shit inside. I don't want to just be like, hey, check this out, y'all. Like if I was to win the lottery tomorrow, I'd probably tell 5 people.
Yeah.
And I already have the list of the 5 people I tell. You know what I mean?
But you know what's interesting though, and I agree with you, by the way. I would 100% not do that.
Yeah.
But what's funny, and I kind of applaud Tyrese almost for doing that, is because women would do that.
Very true.
Because what they try to do is they try to get the public on their side.
Well, they play more on emotions.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Or now, are you talking about women or are you talking about
Women?
Right, but what
men are. I'm surprised that Tyrese is.
But I think that's why he's doing it. He's trying to get the public to weigh in on this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a little, like get the public to be like, Tyrese would never do that. Amazing person, good father, blah, blah,
look
blah.
at him. Oh
You understand
my
what I'm saying?
God.
It's the same shit what women do. So I personally wouldn't do that, but I think it's kind of like a chess move.
True.
I think it's a chess move, but it makes him look like a bitch, though.
It does. It does. But
really does.
we don't know the extent of the hurt. I would hope that
Nigga, it don't matter. You just said if it was you wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it. But that's Tyrese, man. I don't have Tyrese.
So you harder than Tyrese?
No,
now,
motherfucker.
Nigga?
I just don't have Tyrese money.
No, that was not the question. That was not the question.
Tyrese,
millions of dollars to your whatever your dollars is.
Yeah,
it's all relative because millions of dollars is a lot to him, and whatever is in your bank account could be a lot to you.
True.
But if his millions is being drained and your whatever is being drained, it's the same fucking hurt, dog. When it comes to the money.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And then plus, your kid is gone.
Yeah.
So you're saying, nah, I'm not going on social media. Tyrese is a bitch. So you're backing up 50 Cent.
I'm not backing up 50 Cent.
You think 50 Cent was right? Think 50 Cent was right in calling him out?
No, he wasn't. But because that's just not my style, man. Like, I just know personally, I'm not airing out my dirty laundry to no one ever. Unless it's one-on-one. I'm not putting it out there for everybody to know about.
Yeah, but sometimes you need the help. I'm playing devil's advocate, by the way. I would never do it. But
that's cool. It's
help.
Cool if you want to rock the ball. I'm just saying, like, I, myself, personally, I hate when people say that I, myself, personally. Because you just said I.
Myself.
But me, personally,
I know, nigga, you.
I mean, us, them.
Plug your Instagram so we know it's you.
Divine Soul 74.
Okay,
I would never.
Now we know it's him.
There you go. 74 Divine? No, but seriously, I'm not the type of person to be like cataloging my shit out to people.
Yeah.
I like to just say, look, I'm good. I'm straight over here. Mm-hmm. Don't worry about what's going on over here. This is us right now. That's my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll take care of that. I'll give you $5 million. Don't worry about that. I got this.
You would turn the $5 million down?
I would turn the $5 million down. But if I took the $5 million, I'm not going to broadcast it all over the place.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I'm not looking.
And I think that makes you even look more like a bitch.
That's right. But I'm not saying people should be calling him a bitch. But I'm saying Tyrese.
Why not?
I'm just saying.
Why shouldn't people be? You kind of agreed with me
when I
said
it's an agreement to disagree.
No.
Because I don't think people should. I don't think people should be blasting Tyrese. Because
hold up. Give me a second with this. Literally 2 seconds. You just said if you were in the exact same situation, you wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't.
Hold up. You just said if you got the $5 million or whatever it was as a loan, you wouldn't blast it out. You just said that.
I wouldn't.
So why the fuck can't we blast him for some shit?
Because
we wouldn't do.
We don't know how emotional this nigga is.
So again, going back to my
everybody
point,
deals with
so you harder than
different.
Tyrese now, nigga.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
Said that he's more emotional.
He might be, but I'm not. I just handle situations different.
Yeah, I got it. You're harder than Tyrese.
Even still, like I got backed into a corner about a situation a week ago. Mm-hmm. I got some text about a situation.
Yeah.
And it was like, I'm an emotional person. These people live in the same vicinity as me that are attacking me.
Yeah.
But I looked to the left and I looked to the right and I looked to the front, and the direction that I was looking was a mirror, and that was me. Nobody else was in the room with me except for me. Mm-hmm. So why the fuck did I care what they were messaging me?
Right.
Or putting out in the universe for me to combat? I became very detached from the situation.
Right.
I'm that type of person now. I can detach myself from a situation.
Well,
very
maybe
quick.
that's how Tyrese is feeling.
And if Tyrese can get that emotional over that, which I understand is your daughter.
Yeah.
And I respect him for that. But me, I'm the type of person right now that I can't let shit get to me that hardcore. Like with that texting situation, I used to be the person to just automatically
Respond a
motherfucker back.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to attack me? All right. It's on.
Yeah.
Like, it's on right now.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to come at me? We're going to do this all night then. Until your fingers are bleeding.
You're petty.
I was, but that was me. Like,
love it.
I would show up at your door. I'd knock on your door. I'd say, yo, you got a problem? Like, you want to talk about this? Like, let's go in the car and let's talk.
Yeah.
Or let's go for a walk up to the park. You know, let's deal with this, because I don't like confrontation. I don't want somebody taking my shit, and I don't want to be taking somebody else's shit, especially pride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially like your self-worth. And words, no matter how many people say words don't hurt, the words that you say to somebody who you supposedly care about do damage and hurt.
Well, yeah, it depends on who's saying it.
It depends on how close you are and who's saying it.
Exactly.
So it gets to the point where sometimes you got to not air out your dirty laundry and watch your words. Tyrese isn't watching his words. He's just letting everything out. And I've learned from my mistakes to just sometimes fold your cards, maybe look at a message and press delete and move forward.
Well, speaking of moving forward, when this is all said and done, because Tyrese is a meme now.
Yeah.
So when he's a meme now. So that's when you're a meme, you've been immortalized.
Yes.
Like, I can go, and I have a question, but I can go on my my iMessage, and I can go on my GIF, and I can find a Tyrese meme. Like, what more do you want from me? I can find, you're immortalized now. You're a part of, I can include you in my text message.
You're in the meme world.
Yes. So that happened. Now, with that, do you think when this is all said and done, Tyrese can bounce back and everybody's going to kind of look at him and give him the same respect they've always given him? Or like, is he done now? Tyrese, you can't be a tough guy in the movies. You're a bitch.
But can they really
Tyrese, you can't do the flossing shit. You got a loan from the Smiths for $5 million. You're broke. Like, does this damage him? Is he done now?
It damages him, but
is he done?
He's a dad. He's reaching out for help. He's a dad, and nobody's ever gonna fuck with a dad.
Answer the question. Is he done? Can he bounce back?
I don't think he's done. I don't think he's done.
Okay,
because I think he's kind of. You want to know why I don't think he's done? Because every single actor or actress has gone through some bullshit, not just like this, but they've all gone through their hardship.
I think
Tyrese has been clean this whole time.
Yeah.
Think about from the time he did that Coke commercial till now.
No, I agree.
Has Tyrese been in anything?
He's He's good. This is the first
clean
time
track
you've
record.
ever really
clean
heard
track
some
record.
Fuck shit on Tyrese.
Clean track
but keep
record.
in mind, you like to bring up the old back in the day shit. This is 2017, nigga. This is where if you slip and you look hilarious,
you fall hard.
That's being captured and people are making video. Dude, you can go on YouTube, and I suggest you do. And that whole Tyrese rant where he's crying and shit, they've remixed it. It's a song now.
Oh my!
You could dance to it.
Wow.
This is what I'm saying.
That's heartbreaking. Man.
Okay, listen, enough Tyrese talk. I want to talk about Vic Mensa. We only got 7 more minutes in the show, but listen to what Vic Mensa's saying. I don't even really know Vic Mensa's song.
Mensa, oh my god.
Or his music. However, I do
he
like...
was on this
Everyday Struggle.
Everyday Struggle.
He
got into a fight with Joe Budden over some shit.
I do like what he's saying.
No, it was with academics. I'm sorry.
I do like what he's saying because he's talking about what happened after the mass shooting at the church. And check this shit out. He's talking about guns in America. I 100% agree with everything he says right here.
Guns. Americans need to stop being stupid as fuck about gun control. You're not gonna fight off a tyrannical government with an AR-15 or an M16, so give it up. It's not a constitutional right. They didn't have assault weapons when the Constitution was written. It took 10 minutes to load 2 bullets. Get the fucking AR-15s off the street or sacrifice your family and friends to mass murder. That's the only way it could go.
I love that. I don't think there's any other. You can't say anything, but you can't do anything but applaud that.
That's very
At the end of
true.
the day, he's respecting the Second Amendment.
Mm-hmm.
You want the right to bear arms, fine. But you don't need a fucking assault rifle.
No, and what he was saying about loading like that is exactly right.
Yeah.
You know, you saw the guns that they were fucking with back in
but
those days.
I know, but like, and this gun that the dude used, to kill all those people at the church apparently is a similar weapon that they use in Vegas.
Yep.
Right. So like the simple fact is fine. And I love the fact that he said that when they wrote the Constitution, these weapons were not around.
Those weapons, no. Somebody had semi-automatic and all of
No,
that.
like it was some fucking
8mm
like, it was like a one-shotter,
Yeah.
a one-shooter, whatever.
You see it. You can see them in museums, like the way they pull it down.
That's what
load
they
it,
were saying.
pop,
They're
one.
like, yeah, okay, everybody has the right to own one of these.
Yeah.
Not a fucking semi-automatic weapon.
Just chilling.
What are you? Okay, we got 5 minutes. Really, let's give it like 4 to kind of talk about it.
Yeah.
Then let's bring it to a close. So we live in Canada.
Canada.
So I mean, Canada has its faults, but I mean, the gun shit is not like it is in the U.S.
No, but
so,
gun violence is getting out there, though.
Of course, but not like I'm talking about mass shootings.
Mass shootings, no.
That's what I'm talking about. So if you're in the U.S., are you willing to give up your Second Amendment right? Basically, your right to own a gun to prevent the mass shootings? Would you be willing to give that up?
Absolutely. I don't really think that anybody in their household or in their car or anywhere should be having a weapon except for the people who are supposed to protect and serve.
Yeah, but the people who are supposed to protect and serve are killing us.
I know. But what I'm saying is this. Why provoke this situation and have that? Why are you provoking this situation and having that in your household for a possible mistake to happen?
So you're talking about your home, right?
Or
I'm talking about mass
online?
shootings.
Okay.
But I you know what? Let's go there. Let's go there because now we can bring it to Canada now.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk about the gun laws and let's bring it to Canada. Would you own a gun in your house?
No.
Okay. Why?
I just don't. I wouldn't feel safe sleeping in my home knowing that I have a child in my home with a gun in my home, because you hear too many accidents happening, and it doesn't matter where you're hiding this gun. It could be in a closet, in a box. It could be under your bed, in a shoebox. Hopefully not. But what I'm saying is that you hear too many cases of Billy and Johnny were playing around, and then bow, they found the dad's gun, and the gun went off, and Johnny shot fucking dude in the face. I just would not want to live with that feeling in my mind that there's a possibility
that they could
of
find
an
it.
accident happening.
It's interesting that you say
because
it like
that just rings too deep in my head.
Well, I mean, think about you as a child. Think about you as a child. You went through your parents' shit all the time. I'm sure you found all kids do that. You find your kids find shit they're not supposed to find.
Of course.
So I was talking to my buddy Manir about this because I would personally have a gun in my house, but then I rethought it after he goes, Chris, why do you need to have a gun in your home? I'm like, well, maybe somebody breaks in. I want to be able to defend myself. He goes, Chris, do you do anything in your life today that somebody may break into your home to cause bodily harm to you? I said, no. So he's like, out of 10, what are the odds that may happen? I'm not going to put the odds out of there. I don't want to speak shit into the universe, but they're low because that's not my life.
Right.
So he goes, okay, the odds are very low.
Right.
If you have a gun in your home,
it's almost as though you're bringing it to you.
But hear me out. He goes, if you have a gun in your home, what do you think do you think the odds are higher that your child will find that gun versus somebody breaking into your home, you having to use it to defend yourself? I said, God damn.
There you go.
The odds are higher.
But there you go. That's
so
why it's never
it
gonna
kind of
happen.
made me, you know what I mean? But anyways, coming to a close. Sorry, you can end on the gun point.
No, I was just saying you got to rethink that idea because I understand you want to protect your family. But at the same time, are you really protecting your family? And this isn't going directed towards you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this idly to the people that are listening. If you had a gun in your house, are you necessarily protecting your family, or are you doing a disservice to your family by getting that phone call from your wife that, oh, shit.
They found
the gun,
and the
they're
argument
playing in the rec room, and then bang.
The argument is, oh, I'm gonna keep the gun separate from the bullets, and then it's like, okay, well then your argument for having it's retarded. Somebody breaks in, okay, I gotta run over here to grab the gun. Now I gotta run over here to grab the bullets. I gotta what the you're
there's
you're
no
dead
point.
by now. You're
then
dead
there's
by
no
now.
yeah. What's the point of having the gun in the first place? How are you gonna protect yourself with an empty gat?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So you're just
it's pointless.
Yeah, your point does not make sense. So yeah. Definitely. Woohoo!
No gun.
No gun. Absolutely.
I'm
not.
still 50-50. Oh, okay.
I'm keeping a flashlight and a fucking knife in my drawer.
So at the end of the day, I don't want to speak too tough on the American situation. One thing that I do agree with Vic Mensa is 100% that they do need to get these semi-automatic weapons off the street.
Yes.
I think that people, it's in their constitution, they have the right to own a gun if they want to,
but not a sawed-off shotgun.
but not a semi,
not a semi-automatic
at all. Yeah. Okay, with that, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Chop Up. This is episode number 27. Listen, get that app, all right? MaximumFM.ca. Internet is everywhere. You never have to miss the show. We're on every single Saturday between 9 and 10. And if you do miss it, you can check it out on YouTube. That's the YouTube channel is The Ignorance is Free with a Z. We're on SoundCloud. We're on iTunes. All you got to do is go on your SoundCloud or your iTunes. The Ignorance is Free, all one word with a Z. You can get all of our episodes, including this one. Follow me on my social media, Chris Green. I'm Chris Green on Twitter and, of course, on Instagram at The Ignorance is Free. What is that?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yo, this is Mike Devine. You can follow me on Twitter at Mike Devine Music with a K. And yes, you can follow me on Instagram at DevineSoul74 with a little jello pudding, yeah.
Finally has an Instagram. And also, yo, big up to the homeboy Fame One, Pro Tools Bully, man. He did a fantastic job doing that mix.
Thank you, Fame. Thank you.
Yo, Fame, you the man.
Fame One, you the man, man. You the
All
man.
right, man. We out of here. Super nigga Black Powers.
Super nigga Black Power.
Peace.
Peace.